Eduardo, what do we have next for our Champagne Club?
Well, we actually have a Brut Nature from Mangin et Fils, 100% Pinot Meunier, which is, yes, it is delicious. It grabs this earthy components, a little more rusticity, broadness. From the Val de la Marne. This is a producer that very serendipitous has a connection to the Napa Valley.
Really?
I met Cedric, who is fourth generation of the house of Magnon, and his cousin happens to be Philippe Gentil.
Wow.
Do you know Philippe Gentil?
I have heard of Bistro Gentil.
Yes, that is the man. Philippe Gentil became very popular and famous when he had his Michelin star at the Domaine Chandon.
Another connection to Champagne.
Another connection to Champagne, very well done. And then he opened Bistro Gentil, and then he decided to bring his champagne from his family, distant family, to California and the US. And a really good friend, Jack Edwards, was the conduit to it. So he introduced me to Cedric. We had a lovely lunch downtown Napa not too long ago.
Not a Gentil?
Not a Gentil, not this time.
Okay.
But we had a fantastic lunch in which I was quite enchanted by the focus, the elegance, the stars into this champagne, the delivery. Brut Nature, as you were explaining.
So Brut Nature is one of the sweetness levels that you'll find on a bottle of champagne, and it's usually pretty prominent on the label. For Brut Nature, it's the range here is 0 to 3 grams per liter of residual sugar, but they don't add any dosage. So you're really getting pure expression of champagne. But I find this one incredibly in balance. It really, the fruit, the acid really kind of meet each other in a beautiful way. So you're not just feeling that searing acidity that you can sometimes feel in Champagne because it's such a cold region. So really beautiful wine. Great as an aperitif, great before a meal, great with oysters. This is very cleansing, very refreshing, really beautiful. And the Meunier does bring a nice kind of earthy red fruit. It's a red grape.
A little weight, yeah.
And some weight to the wine as
Which
well.
allows it for pairability purposes. I mean, we always talk about this, and Vanessa was the biggest champion of champagne throughout a meal, right?
Yeah,
and
of
we
course.
love this. We do this at home all the time. You can start with a style with like the canapés and the oysters and whatnot and go all the way to a steak. Now this one I think falls somewhere in the middle.
It's kind of in the middle. I would agree. I think with game, I think with roast chicken, I think this would be a beautiful
Smoked
wine.
salmon and a cedar plank position.
Yes.
Yes. Very very delicious wine. The weight, the style, the whole pizzazz. We're super excited to bring this into the club.